here is the best option we have found for working on a written narrative together with a group of people. So we're going to go to Office 365. Okay, here we are. Now we're going to be looking for OneDrive and go to My Files. If you are a frequent OneDrive user, then the file that you've started that you now want to share with your collaborators to all work on together, you might be able to just navigate right there. But let's assume you're not a big OneDrive user. That doesn't matter. You could just drag your file that you want to work on together with your group members over here. Let it upload. There it is. Here we go. Here's our options. We can share it. And now you can start typing in the names of all the collaborators that you want to share this document with, whether they're at UW or elsewhere. I'm going to put myself in at my Gmail account, pretending it's somebody that doesn't have an institutional affiliation at all. But you could put dozens of people in there. And then we can also copy the link as well. So we can put this link into our emails to share with our collaborators. Now, when people get access to this file, they'll be able to come to a page quite similar to this that'll show this. They can click on it. For everybody, at first, it's going to open in this in-browser online version of Word, which is fine if somebody just wants to make text edits. You can track changes. You can add comments. So for, a collaborator who's offering edits, this should work pretty well for them. However, you should not get worked up about formatting issues in this view, because this is not the real document. If you really want to see it with the correct formatting, you need to go up here to Editing and choose Open in Desktop. You can note right here where this figure is showing up in this version. Okay, we're going to open in Desktop. You'll see this figure showing up at a lower location in the real desktop version of Word. This is the real version. This is the real formatting. Don't take the online version that seriously. The online version, you could think of it a little bit like Google Docs, except unlike Google Docs, making changes here doesn't ruin it over here. You can make text changes here. You can do all sorts of good stuff. However, you cannot add captions in this view, and I think those reference editors might not work that well, but making edits here won't disrupt that functionality over here. In here, in the desktop version of Word, you can have multiple people working on this document at once. If you want to see their cursors, you can go like this, and you can see the other people's cursors working on here. You could see people, your coworkers, actively typing just like in Google Docs. If you forget to click autosave, then it might not show other people's updates unless you click the save button, or maybe it shows them, but only every few minutes. I'm not sure, but it does seem to still work, but I do like it with the autosave on. You're all working on the same document. It should be, when you have this on, just auto-saving. All your edits are being done. You can do track changes. You can do comments. You can add figures. You can add vector figures. You can add captions. This is regular Word, just like you're used to, with multiple people typing simultaneously. There is a catch, though. For your collaborators who are not at UW Madison, when they come up here to click this button, this option here will just be completely missing. Non-UW people are limited to only using this web-based interface. So that means that the serious formatting work is going to have to be done by only the UW Madison collaborators. I'm sorry about that limitation, but this is the best option that we have been able to find. Everybody in your group, just click save. You'll continue to work on one document. Hopefully nobody in your group is doing crazy stuff like going out of their way to do save as and making copies and messing stuff up. But if people just work on it and click save, you should be fine with keeping one document for your project. If there are issues where you want to go back to an older version, that's okay. We've got this version history here, and it's, I only just made this sample document just recently, so there's not a lot of different versions, but it's just like you're used to in Google Docs. You'll see the history of versions here. So you could always go back if you needed to retrieve something from the past, and hopefully that will prevent people from trying to do save as and making duplicate copies that then you have to spend hours resolving.